John Cena, wrestling career, now done. How did WWE handle the life after Cena Raw? Doesn't really have the night after WrestleMania ring to it, but still, let's talk about what WWE did after John Cena's final match. So you knew that with the way that match went down, that Gunther gonna be a big part of what happened on Monday Night Raw after Saturday night's main event, and I thought he was excellent. If you had any doubt about whether this guy was ready for that opportunity and this should have been the guy, that should have gone away. Like I suggested a few other guys, no one could have handled that situation any better than Gunther did. Not one bit. He was perfect. And then to just add on to it, saying that he tapped out like a little blah, 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 blah. Oh, chef's kiss. And then I kind of thought, like what they did following him into the back all night, the way they did, you could have done that all night. But to do that all in one segment and just like, okay, we're just getting rid of this guy, keep it locked on the show, that's great. But let's make sure we hit this main point before Monday Night Football starts. And him doing the You Can't See Me to AJ Styles, who is kind of playing the Batista role when Ric Flair was retired. I just, all of it, it hit all the notes that it needed to. Excellent, excellent work. You establish, we hate this guy. You get him out there to kind of fan those flames a little bit. And then as he leaves, it now obviously sets up his next feud with the guy who you can probably tie the most on the main roster to John Cena, who's not in another program right now. Excellent. Excellent work all the way through. And by the way, a dude who is also maybe retiring soon in AJ Styles. So, I just thought it was great. The other big news from Monday Night Raw was Austin Theory. He's revealed as the Masked Man. And I like, he played it well. That scared me. He played it well with the unmasking and just kind of staring like it's a new attitude there. The follow-up to this is going to be so important because no one's inspired by this. And there isn't an obvious tie to any of it, which I guess like kind of makes sense for it. But when you have a masked man gimmick, you are not just working against like story or anything like that. When you have mysteries, you are now competing with everyone's imagination. Because everyone for so long was hoping that it was Edge who was going to somehow... Any preview of any show that featured the Last Time Is Now tournament, someone was suggesting, and then this guy gets beat up, and then Edge comes in. For a month, everyone was thinking that this dude who's not under contract in WWE and is quite the opposite, under contract in AEW, was just going to come running down and save the day. So you don't think when a black masked guy comes into War Games and takes out CM Punk that our brains aren't going to go 17 different directions? You're out of your mind. And most conversations around this were, oh, it'd be great if it was this guy. Oh, but what if it's Trick? What if it's Miller? What if it's this? What if it's that? Nah, it'll probably be Austin Theory, though. Like, that's what you're working against now. And the Austin Theory that we saw last, I don't think has the promo ability to out-talk that disappointment. I hope I'm wrong. Because there's a lot in there of tons of potential with this kid. Maybe not, I don't see as much as they do, but there's obviously a lot of potential there. But I also think that there is some rounding out to his game that needed to be done. And I think calling him up from NXT too early was actually pretty detrimental to him. But that being said, if he has taken this time and rounded out his promo abilities and rounded out his character, then you could have something here. Like, there is a way this plays out that the new star that everyone was hoping to build off the Cena thing might just be happening right now with this kid. So I'm not holding my breath, but if he has improved, then this could be a real hit for the WWE. I found the rest of the show a little dull. It's neat that the Usos and the New Day had another match. I still don't get Waller's involvement here. Like, it felt for a while like he was the kind of like, okay, yeah, he's still here. And now he's just firmly a part of everything. I don't get it. The match itself was fine, but I don't think we advanced enough that we needed to advance to make it worth it. The Maxxine Dupri, Ivy Nile thing, it was solid. Maxxine is putting in work and it is getting better. I just thought we would have a more noticeable change. When you have that kind of a dungeon promo, and it was shot so well, it looked like a commercial for a bit. It was shot so well, it was done so well, and then you come back and, well, she scowls more. That's not what we needed. This felt rushed. And I get you want to kind of capitalize. You have, presuming, a bigger audience off of the John Cena thing. And this is a big title change and a big character that we're putting an investment into now. So I get you want to get that out there as quickly as possible, but this felt really rushed. This felt like this should have come after like a month of those vignettes, and now Natalya is coming out, and now she's a badass, and Maxxine Dupri has a whole new package to her. This just kind of felt like we didn't really need to do it. And then Nikki running in on the Raquel, Stephanie Vaquer match, I hated that. Raquel Rodriguez, big, powerful performer, and so we need to protect her. I kind of understand that, but Stephanie Vaquer needs wins right now. That crowd was DEAD dead for the match with Nikki Bella. And it's because they have done a piss-poor job of putting an investment into Stephanie Vaquer and into the story in general. And so, for the storyline purposes, I guess we go another week without either of these two cutting a promo and still trying to build up the heat in this that way. But you need to really solidify this performer as your champion. She has a move that everyone really loves because Booker T is a little weird about it. And she is an incredibly talented performer. But since she's been called up, there was a chance for her to be the number one contender because she won a battle royal in a build-up where she kind of felt a little forgotten about. And then the dance partner gets hurt, not her fault. But then she's just kind of off TV for a little bit, and now she's back on, and she's challenging for the title again, and now she's won it, and now we're cutting a promo that's kind of neat, but, I mean, not blowing the world away, and still, it is not great. She feels like an afterthought right now, and she has the aura, the look, the skill set, everything that you want, all of it pointing towards superstar, and the fact that we don't even think she can beat Raquel clean and have it be okay. I hate that. WWE, this was something they got away from for a tiny little bit, and now they're back where we just can't beat anyone. Any big match that's happening on television, and some even on big events, are just going to end in false finishes and run-ins, and no one will ever actually lose. No one will ever actually earn anything, so no win actually means anything. And it's just, we're just going to throw people into matches, and that's going to be fine. I hate that style of booking. It is very frustrating. And I think right now you obviously have a champion who is in need of connecting with the audience. And she does a thing that connects with the people very clearly, certainly a segment of the audience. But you still need to do a lot of work to get her over. And maybe the mic work does need a little bit of refining. But the way she's going to get over right now is by going out there, having bomb matches and winning those matches and solidifying herself as a champion. And that didn't do it. So turns out I hated that more than I thought I did from Monday Night Raw. Am I wrong? Are they just crushing it with Stephanie Vaquer's build here, I guess? Let me know. And any other disagreements you have in the comments, or if you just think I'm really right about something, let me know down in the comments. Those are always fun to get because you don't get them all that often. Tried to today, didn't necessarily work, but for the most part, we stream a lot of these live on twitch.tv/primetimepk, kick.com/primetimepk, and on YouTube, youtube.com/@couchpotatodiary.